This is good. But unless they became a strict follower of acharyas, tattva will not reveal. Mahajena jena gato supantha. Dharmasya tattva nihita guhaya. It's very secret. Like secret chambers. You know chambers, we call it chambers. Sometimes some special key is there and special persons are there. They can open it. Like in some war, like rich persons, like in war they are keeping these weapons in a secret place. Only special commanders have key, they can open it. The tattvas, it is not revealed to everyone. Dharmasya tattva nihita guhaya mahajena janagato sapandha. Those are followers of Mahajanas, strict followers of Mahajanas. Those have love for them. Those are serving Mahajanas. By their mercy only tattva will reveal. Bhagatyam bhagavata grahya nacha buddhya nacha tikaya. You may be a Sanskrit scholar. This is good. You can read so many commentaries. This is also good. But don't think secret will reveal to you. No. Nacha buddhya nacha tikaya. Not by your intelligence and not by commentaries. Only one process. More you attach to parampara system, more you attach to Mahajanam. Mahajana jena gato supantha. Very secret things. Therefore it is according to our surrender, according to our service mood. We can say in English, my English is not good, please excuse me. According to our loyalty, chastity towards acharyas, tattva will reveal. By their blessings. There are so many scholars in India, they can defeat anyone. We cannot challenge them. But we are challenging in another strength. You understand? Not by knowledge. We are challenging the so-called scholars by pure intelligence. Pure in dadami buddhi yogam tam jena mam upajanti. They cannot defeat us. They can defeat us. Because we want to establish Krishna. They are using Krishna's knowledge to establish themselves. This is the difference. If you want to establish Krishna and Krishna Tattva, then Krishna will give you pure intelligence. And if you want to use Krishna's word, Krishna's teachings to establish yourself, then you defeat. What is the defeat of preacher? When preacher defeated? When he used all these tattvas, or you can say all these instructions of Mahajanas, Shastras for himself, to establish himself. I'm a great preacher. He defeated. Now when we have this strength, this loyalty strength, no one can defeat us. With simple thing we can defeat everyone. With simple things. But they are very learned. You have to do this thing, you have to, you know, they are with grammar, they are performing exercise. They can turn in any way. Very expert. But we have one strength. Be careful. That strength is loyalty, chastity. No one can defeat you. Krishna will reveal. You know, see in case of Balda Vidyabhushan, what happened? At that Ramanuja Sampradayas, Acharyas, they are not accepting Gaudiyas as bona fide. Because we don't have Vedanta Bhashya. In every Sampradaya, Acharya used to write down some Bhashya, but we don't have any Bhashya. Why? The essence of all Vedic literature is Srimad Bhagavatam. And Mahaprabhu and Mahaprabhu's follower accepting Srimad Bhagavatam as topmost commentaries, Vedanta Bhashya. Therefore, our acharyas don't write any commentaries. Therefore, Ramanuja acharyas and their followers, not Ramanujarya, their followers, they are thinking Gaudiyas. I don't know this English. You know, our Sampradaya is Angsi. How can you say? Main, branch. Main, like trunk and branch, in English. Our Sampradaya is trunk. It looks like our Brahma Madhya Gaudiya Sampradaya. No, Gaudiya Sampradaya is trunk. And others are branch. These are our Goswami's statements. There are two considerations. One is Tattva consideration, what is apparent consideration. Apparentically, you discuss about other Sampradayas, this is different. But in Tattva, if you follow Acharyas, actually we are Angsi. They are Angsa. They have some defects. In other Sampradayas, they have some very little, they have defects only Acharyas. We don't have a right to criticize them. But according to Melo, according to conclusion, they have some defects. What are their defects? Acharya already mentioned. But in our Sampradaya, there is no defect. Because Mahaprabhu came. This is Mahaprabhu's opinion. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu matamidam tatradharana paraha. It's Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's opinion. Srimad Bhagavatam. So Mahajana Janagato Supantha. We are discussing these things. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So, our Sampradaya is teaching based on Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's formula. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu grammar. Not follow Panini. The Vaishnava should not follow Panini. Therefore he said, no. You should write down Harinama Amrita Vyakaranam. We don't have time. We are very busy. You can have a busy schedule, everyone have. Very busy with material things. They don't have time to study all these shastras. Okay, if you don't have time, just follow Acharyas. Like Prabhupada. They wrote down everything. So like yesterday we were discussing about who is Supreme Personality of Godhead. There was a controversy before. Not controversy, no one accepting others' opinion. They are saying Narayan, Lakshmi Narayan. He is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Like Gaudiya is saying, no, Krishna. Those are worshipper of Krishna. The Ramanuja, they are saying, no, Ram. When Mahaprabhu defeated this conclusion? With simple things Mahaprabhu defeated Venkat Bhatta. When Mahaprabhu in South India, in Venkat Bhatta's house, for 4 months Mahaprabhu used to stay. And Mahaprabhu is Supreme Personality of Godhead. He knows. He have a proud. No, Lakshmi Narayan is superior. Not Krishna. Not Krishna. Mahaprabhu knows these things. And Mahaprabhu's preaching style is different. Not like us. We are speaking directly. That is required for conditioned soul. Direct statement is required. We want to read in your heart. You cannot ask any question. We will finish everything. These are parampara, acharyas. We will not give you any space to think something. When we will preach, we will not give you any space to think something. Let's mass your ideas. That is our acharya system. But Mahaprabhu is different. Mahaprabhu preaching very sweetly, smashing everything. He is always joking with Venkat Bhatta. Venkat Bhatta, okay. You are thinking Lakshmi Narayan is superior. But why Lakshmi went to Vrindavan to perform austerity? Why she want association of Krishna? She says, if Narayan is everything, Maharaj, Mahaprabhu is speaking very sweetly. But she said, oh, what is problem? He said to Mahaprabhu, what is problem? Krishna is attractive and there is no difference between Krishna and Narayan. Therefore, this is not Lakshmi's fault. Mahaprabhu said, I know these things. But why give up husband, Narayan, and develop a greed to associate with Krishna? Oh, he cannot explain nicely. But Mahaprabhu want to prove it. Why he perform? Why she perform severe austerity in Villovan? Even after performing austerity, why she is unable to enter into Ras? Who is greater? Lakshmi is greater or Gopis are greater? Lakshmi don't want to become subordinate to Gopis. You understand? Although Sri Parampara, Lakshmi ji Acharyas, she defeated here. Why? What is defeat of spiritual life? You don't know? Many defeats are there. Many defeats. This is you can say the ultimate defeat. When you don't become subordinate to devotee. In English, my English is not good. In Sanskrit, I can say, when you don't have anugatya. How can I say in English? Anugatya? Anugatya. Now, under direction, you can say. Prabhupada used to say, under direction. You are serving, you are chanting, you are performing spiritual activities, not under direction of Krishna. Anugatya. Anugatya vihina seva, seva nuhe. If someone is serving, but he is not subordinate, he is not following the order of spiritual master, not service. This is not bhajan, this is not service. We are not admitting these things. Lakshmi tell. She don't want to subordinate to Gopis. She said, oh, they are coward. They don't know anything. Directly I want to serve Krishna, this is not possible. That topic will come now. We want to become a direct devotee of Krishna. We want to become Das. No, this is not possible. Krishna will not accept your service. When you have this mood, still your master mood is there. Mastermind, you know this term in English. Oh, you have a mastermind. Who is mastermind of this plan? We are also servant, always mastermind, master mood. No, under a direction we have to serve. Mahaprabhu said something. Mahaprabhu said, Swayam Bhagavan Krishna Hare Lakshmir Mana Gopikara Mana Harite Nare Narayana. If Narayana is opulent, he is sweet, he is everything, he is very attractive, why not Narayana attract Gopis? Krishna attract Lakshmi, but why not Narayana? You see Mahaprabhu's formula. Very sweetly depicted. Very sweetly depicted. What speak about Narayan? Mahaprabhu said. What to speak about Narayan? Narayan have don't power to attract directly to Gopis. Even Krishna, when assuming the form of Narayan, Gopis only pay respect. Only just. Okay, where is our husband? Please arrange. Never attracted. Never attracted. In Vrindavan there is a place, Sexai, they call Sexai. Krishna himself, assuming the form of Narayan. Krishna himself, Mahaprabhu just raised this point. You see how Krishna is attractive. How Krishna is attractive. Narayan have no power to attract Gopis. What to speak of Radharani? What to speak of Radharani? In Gopis, they don't care. Only say, okay, just pay obeisance. Finish. They don't want to see. Even Krishna, when assuming the form of Narayan, then God would become defeated. You know, among 6 important conversations, this is I'm just narrating very shortly. This is the conclusion. And Mahaprabhu, always you have to tally, how can I say? Always you have to tally all these conclusions with the Brahma Samhita, with Srimad Bhagavatam. Vino Kananta Ravinda Dalayatakyam Then Barhavata Sundarangam Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya Vishesa Subham. Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya Vishesa Subham. Always we have to bring these conclusions from Brahma Samhita, from Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto and Mahaprabhu's opinion. And Bhayangar was defeated. Because we have to know we are Utshiva of Krishna. Krishna is full of opulence, full of sweetness. No one need to go anywhere. You understand? No one can give you shelter except Krishna. Krishna know how to love. Only you have to know how to love Krishna. Bas. What is the, I can say, this is Vishwanath Chakravarti's commentary. Chakravarti I can say in English. There are many kings. The Chakravarti. You can say the topmost Chakravarti. Among Krishna's all qualities, one is topmost quality. You can say in English, Chakravarti. That is Bhakta Vaschalya. He likes his devotee. And we are so infatuated. We are worshipping different demigods. We are chanting different mantras. We don't have faith on Hare Krishna. We don't have faith on Hare Krishna. If someone is saying, you are in problem, you may just follow this principle, you just worship this one, that one. We say, yes. What? You are Krishna's devotee. There is no need to go anywhere, no need to worship anything, no need to... the glory of Bhagavad Gita, it comes to my mind. Eka Sastra Devakaiputa Gitam, there is no need of reading other Sastra. Bhagavad Gita is there. Bhagavad Gita is there. Eka Sastra Devakaiputa Gitam. Eka Deva Devaki Putra Eva. There is only one son, his Devaki's son, his Krishna. Eka Mantra Tasya Namani Jani. Only one mantra. Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Only one mantra. And what is one duty? Everything one. One Shastra, one Eka Deva, one God, Krishna. And one mantra, Hare Krishna, and one duty. What is that? Karmapya tasya devasya seva. Tasya devasya seva. This is our duty to serve Krishna. We are very weak, we have, I can say, weakness of our heart. Something happening, I may approach this demigod, this Lord, that Lord. No, Krishna. We are devoted to Krishna, we have to chant Hare Krishna. Simply, Prabhupada said, simply chant Hare Krishna. And if you want proof, 1,000 proofs are there. How holy name is everything. Holy name is sufficient to give everything. Everything. He can nullify all your karmic reactions. Only even you achieve the Namava stage. What to speak of Suddhanam, pure name. But to achieve Namava stage, at least you must have faith that Krishna's name is non-different from Krishna. If you don't faith, then you can't achieve. In this life you cannot achieve Namava stage. Not possible. So you have to know in Tattva, Krishna. And Krishna is very sweet. You want to know the Siddhanta in Chaitanya Charitamrita? Who is killing demons? In Krishna Lila, who is killing demons? Krishna? Not Krishna is not killing demons. Only his duty, just performing Ras Lila. He is just laughing, dancing, tending cows, bas, giving pleasure to devotees. Mama Bhakta Vinodartham Karoti Vividha Kriya. Why I am performing all these activities? Only to please my devotees. You see, if Krishna will determine, immediately annihilation start. If Krishna will determine, so nice, backside. Krishna, and only determination. This is called Sankalpa. We are conditioned souls. By our determination we cannot do anything. By determination you cannot eat, you cannot sleep. You determined, okay, I will eat. No, you have to eat. You have to cook. But Krishna is Atma Ram, Aptakam. determination he can do everything. Then why he is coming here? No need to fight with all these demons. But why is fighting? No, when Krishna is just coming to this material world, all the incarnations, Lord Vishnu, Varaha, Nrsimha, Vamana, all incarnation is residing within his body. If you read the Sandarbhas or commentaries of Vishwanath Thakur, you can understand. Like, who is killing Putana? Who is killing Putana? Krishna? Krishna determined, okay, I will fulfill her desire. Then Sangharika Shakti came. Krishna, like Ichha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Ichha Shakti, determination power. Krishna want, let Brahma should be diluted now. Okay, now magic will happen. This is Ichha Shakti. You want to know that thing from Vaishnava poet? Tumara ichhaye moro indriya chalana Sravana Darshana Grana. This is Bhaktivinoda Thakur's. And in another poet, in another song, he said, Tumara ichha Brahma kare na srujan. By willing power everything is happening. There is no need to do something for Krishna. Krishna is supreme. Ichha Shakti, Kriya Shakti. No need to Krishna have to involve in particular duty. No, only by determination he can do it. Energies. In 11th canto, when Krishna returning to Golak Vrindavan, read these commentaries. He saw all these energies personified. You know Sudarshan? With Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra, then Sudarshan. You are seeing Sudarshan here? In which form? In a disc form. Disc form. But in Dwarka, he is assuming a form. Personified energy. This is Mahaprabhu Siddhantas. Goswami knows. We are very weak. We don't have faith. What will happen? This one, that one. Many times devotees ask me many sort of questions. I have this problem, I have that problem, I have to follow. No need. No need. Just follow Acharya system. Be regulated in Krishna consciousness. Chant Hare Krishna. No other sadhan can nullify your karmic reactions. You are facing problems for your karmic reactions. Anyone facing, whether myself or yourself, either by Krishna's desire or by karmic reactions. The how can we nullify? Karmani nirdahanti kintu bhakti bhajan. Brahma Samhita. Only those are performing pure devotional service. Only bhakti have power to nullify karma. Not jnana, yoga, no. This is offensive to holy name. Offensive to holy name. Ichha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Sangharika Shakti. This is. And Krishna's, chief, you can say, the quality is Bhakta Vaschalya. In Vishwanath Thakur arranging this question, anywhere you can show me this term in any Vedic literature? Jnani Vaschala, Yogi Vaschala, Karmi Vaschala? Only Bhakta Vaschala. Only Bhakta Vaschala. One devotee is praying, Gurudev used to recite this verse. Krishna, just by hearing one name, I am very hopeful. Very hopeful. I came near to you. What is that? You are Patita Pavan. You are savior of the fallen persons. But when I came near to you, more close to you, I came to know that you are Bhakta Vaschala. But now I am just crying. I am in fear because I am not a devotee. I like your name Patita Pavan. But I am fear. You are Bhakta Vaschala, but I am not a devotee. So now I am thinking, how can I become your devotee? How you love me? How can you give me shelter? This is Gaudiya mode. We are not in pessimism. You understand? Pessimism is not there in Krishna consciousness. Always optimism, Gurudev used to say. Why pessimism is coming? We don't have faith. You don't know the tattvas. Siddhanta bolyachite na karo alas. Yaha haite Krishna lage siddridha manas. Shishi. Why Gaudiya Vaishnava Acharyas, they are always discussing Siddhantas, not Lila Katha? Why not Lila Katha? Oh, you will just say, this is called Karna Lampatya in language of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, hearing different relatable topics and not attached with Krishna Seva. And only hearing different. Now you can see everyone hearing. Okay, you are hearing. This is good. But you have to do something for Krishna's pleasure. Only hearing. We are hearing to balance our mind. I am open-minded person. Please excuse me. You can beat me, no problem. But whatever is coming, I will say. Please excuse me. We are hearing just to balance our mind. We are so unbalanced. I used to say, when we are brahmacharis, we don't have chance to hear something. Gurudev said, okay, just go for Sankirtan. Prabhu's time. Prabhu sent someone, just go to UK, just go here, take my books. We don't have chance to hear. Only service. Even returning from book bag, from Sankirtan was again in festival, service. Now always we are hearing, and from hearing all doubts is coming. We are hearing, and all doubts coming from hearing. Why? We are not practical, we are not serving Guru and Krishna. We don't have desire. We want, within 24 hours, I became a fairly advanced devotee. Within 24 hours. Forgot this idea. Be a manual servant. Be a manual servant. This is Prabhu's statement. This is not my statement. You have to serve. Otherwise, nothing will reveal to you. Because in your senses, enjoying propensity is there. Now, by hearing, or by regulative light, you are surfacing artificially. But it is there. Therefore, Goswami said, Atasya Krishna Navadina Vavid Grayendriye. Why he said? Swameva Spurati Ada. Why he said? Swam Spurati, reveal. Why he said these things? This is a revealing process. No, we have to serve. Hearing is, it don't mean in negative way that I am saying don't hear. No, what you are hearing have three stages. You understand? Hearing have three parts. Sravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasanam. Many devotees saying, oh, we are hearing. Many devotees are hearing. Why they are not getting result? Okay, you are hearing, but after hearing, you are not reminding these things. This is my duty, I have to serve. No, hearing to just control our mind. No, Mananam. Oh, this Prabhupada said these things, I have to do this thing. What I am doing? I have to engage in service. Then Nididhyasana. Practice. Practical life, adopt these things. This will help. So Mahaprabhu's teaching, we described Krishna. Different energies are there. In 11th canto is also there. In commentaries there. There is no need, like Putana. Krishna reminding Sangarika Shakti. And Sangarika Shakti kill Putana. Yashoda Mata is binding now to Krishna within the rope. How it is possible? Before it is impossible. How it is possible? Krishna just said, okay, let Yashoda should bind me. Sankalpa Shakti. Determination power. I came from that point. What is necessary to? Krishna have to come here and fight with all these demons. By determination he can do all these things. Yeah. But by determination he cannot please the devotees. He have to come. Where is it proofs? Proofs gopis? Gopis. Krishna shares so much love, affection, still gopis. He is unable to satisfy gopis, Krishna. Atati yad bhavan annikananam trutijugayite tvam apasyatam. And that mood is in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's. That is in Srimad Bhagavatam and in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Where? Jugayitam nimishena This verse is connected to this verse. Okay, where is in CC? Govinda virahe sunya haila tribhuvan tusanale pude jena na jaye jivan. CC, anta. You have to know the conclusions from Srimad Bhagavatam, from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teaching, from Acharyas. Otherwise, unless you know all these siddhantas, you will become weakness, become prominent, capture your mind. It is very difficult to alive. You understand? You are thinking, oh, I am less than karmi. What? You are less than karmi. You are a devotee. You are chanting Hare Krishna. Why are you feeling so weak? You don't know siddhantas. Don't be lazy to know this siddhantas. To know the siddhantas. Therefore, all Gaudiya Vaishnava Acharyas, their Krishna Katha means siddhanta. They are used to describe some leelas. Leela in siddhantic way. Always they will speak siddhantas. Because siddhanta, siddhanta only chitra na karo alas. Don't be lazy to know siddhantas. Ya haite Krishna lage siddrida manas. Then you can fix your mind on Krishna. Otherwise, very difficult, very difficult. We have, before we don't have so much, all these systems, this, again I say this, mobile, internet, all these things. Communication is very easy. Impressions very easily comes from America to here, from here to America. When impression always easily transfer, very difficult. Before you can't know anything, what is happening in other temple. Now within 1 second you can know what is happening. When communication became more easy, people will forget about Krishna. Because impressions are coming, good and bad, good and bad. We are thinking, oh, this is good, communication is very easy. No, communication and transportation finish our spiritual life. Because transportation is easy, 1,000 people will come to you, you can know so many things. Then if you are not enough matured, these impressions will create problems in your mind. But only you can use this communication and transportation if you are advanced in Krishna consciousness. If you are advanced, otherwise very difficult. Very difficult. Then why Krishna comes? Why Krishna comes? Who can say? Why Krishna comes to this material world? See, no, you may say so many points will come. But conclusion in CC. Prema rasa nirjasaka rite aswadan raga marga bhakti vidya raga marga bhakti loke karite pracharan rasika se khara Krishna parama karun ei dui hetu hai chara udgam. Here is one things. Other sampradayas, I don't want to, because I am not indicating other sampradayas, I want to establish our sampradaya. They are admitting Krishna is Param Karun, very merciful, but same time he is Rasika Sekhar. How can I say Sekhar means? I cannot explain on these things in English. My English is not good. He is a lover. He is a lover. Topmost lover. A topmost lover and sometimes very merciful. In other sampradayas, they admit half. Yeah, Krishna is merciful, but he is lover, topmost lover. No one can love like. Why Krishna comes? Prema rasa nirjasa karite aswadan. The gist of this love, mellow. You see, how many times? How many times Krishna changing their dressings? How many times? Within a day, how many times Krishna used to change his dresses? Many times. Yashoda Mata gives used to dress. Once Krishna went to Vrindavan for tending cows, then Shakhas changing their dresses. Then Krishna also cheats sometimes to Balram. He said, Balram, brother, Dauji, which Krishna want to go to meet Radharani. Radharani is now in Surya Kund. Krishna want to cheat Balram. No one is intelligent. No one is superior than Krishna. Even Balram. Ekali Ishwara Krishna. Our Sabrutya. Everyone is his servant. wild one. And Prabhupada, Krishna's devotee also, Prabhupada said, yes. I was hearing, Prabhupada said, you see, I am such intelligent. Prabhupada said, I am so intelligent, I cheated all of you. Prabhupada said, I make you all devotee, you see. And you know, Prabhupada said, I used to walk in the street when I am a small guy. There is a big big thumb, like tower in Calcutta. Prabhupada mentioning that name. So when I was small, I used to climb over that, maybe 200 feet. Then devotees are saying, Prabhupada, you are very, how can you say, brave? Prabhupada said, now also I am very brave. You see, I am 70-year-old, I am coming to America. He said, I am also brave. No one can defeat Krishna and Krishna's devotee. No one can. Because pure intelligence comes from Krishna. If you don't connect with Krishna, if you have other desires, pure intelligence will not come. When pure intelligence will not come, your intelligence will create problem for you. That is our problem. We want to connect with Krishna through service, through chanting, through devotees. Krishna, you are in my heart. You know how I am suffering. Please help me. You have to pray. Then Krishna will give you pure intelligence. And how can you know? This is pure intelligence, or my mind is saying? How can you know? Shastra Guru Atma Rupe Apona Ke Janan Krishna Mora Prabhu Trata Jiber Hoye Gyan. Krishna always wants to help the devotees. See, Shastra. If this is pure intelligence is coming, whenever you read, confirmation will come. Oh, I was thinking like that. Here Prabhupada said. Still doubt is there, Guru is there. You have to consult with the Guru. If it is parallel now, Guru said something, inside something is coming, and Shastra said something. Blindly just accept. You want to blind or? You want to blind? No. Everyone wants to see in their eye. No. You have to follow blindly. You have to follow blindly to a pure devotees, to Prambharacharyas. Conclusion in 11th canto. Yanastayonoro rajan pramadyate kaharchit dhavan nirmilyavanatre naskhaletna patatiha Navajogendra Sambad. Someone say, why I will follow? What right you have to say something? What right you have? Only you have some intelligence. You know about yourself? You know how many desires you have? You know how you are suffering? What right you have? You will calculate with your intelligence, with Acharya systems. Yes. Like some devotee said, oh, where I went? He said, oh, one senior devotee said to me, you are chanting 16 rounds, what will happen? You have to chant more rounds. Okay, you can chant more rounds, but you cannot blame 16 rounds. Even you chant 1000, like 64 or 600 rounds. You know, conclusion? Without serving a pure devotees, all your chanting is only namaparad. Even I am not saying, come, I will show you. I will show you. Wherever you may stay, wherever you may go, there is no Chadiya Vaishnava Seva, Nistarat Paichika. Where you will go, Baba? Where you will go? There is no other way. Everywhere security is there, Maya. Everywhere. Our Gurudev used to say, okay, you are now in Sadhu's camp, therefore you are protected. Just go out from Sadhu's camp. Maya is, she is standing with a nice garland. Please come, please come, please come, please come. I am waiting for long days. Please come. Yes, Maya is not a woman. Maya, this is gross form. Everything, name, fame, prestige, adoration, money. Every Maya is Maya. Where you will go, there is no other way. You have to serve a pure Vaishnava. Bas. There is no other way. Then, I went because the Acharya system, I don't know why this thing is coming to my mind. Prema rasa nirjasa karite aswadan. Krishna came to release the gist of Prem Ras. But he is Param Karun, very merciful, and sometimes he is a lover. But other Sampradayas, he said, oh, Krishna is merciful, but he is a lover. No one can love like Krishna. He is embracing Sudama and crying in front of all queens. And Sudama wearing a dress. Oh, bad order is coming. And embracing and crying. Oh, my friend, who loves you? You know, once a devotee is asking, Prabhupada, no one is like you. No one is like you. No one loves like you. Our father, our mother. Even we met so many advanced saintly person in Vrindavan, Mayapur. No one is like you. Prabhupada, for a moment, Prabhupada became silent. He said, yes, this is nature of sadhu. This is nature of sadhu. Where you can get pure affection? One who have love, only he can give you pure affection. One who have love, he can give you pure affection. No father, no mother. We have weakness. Oh, I have to take care of father, I have to take care of mother, like brahmacharis, sannyasis, Finish? No, no one can give us love. We are soul. They are suffering. What love, what affection they can give us? What affection? We are hankering, our soul is hankering, we want pure love. What they have? Only flattering, smiling, inside coquetteness, outside smiling, and we are so bogus, we are thinking, oh, my well-wisher. They are well-wisher? Pure devotees, they are well-wisher. They have love, they can share their loves to you. No one can. Therefore, Guru is our father, Guru is our mother, Guru is everything. This is our sampradaya. Param Karuna Krishna. Very merciful, sometimes lover. Why he comes? Here. Raga Marga Bhakti Loke Karite Pracharan. Please, he want to introduce, please try to understand me, I am a lover. Try to love me. Spontaneous love is required. But we don't have love. We don't have love for anyone. We have love? Lust. We don't have love. How can you love Krishna? You know who is Krishna? Then how can you love Krishna? You can't love Krishna. This is not possible. This is not possible. We have everything. Okay. Bhaktivinoda Thakur. We have everything. We have knowledge. We have austerity power. Finance, austerity power. Very expert in all activities. We are qualified in all respect except one thing. What is that? We don't know how to please Krishna. So sukha vasana, how to please ourselves, that is very prominent in our heart. We are serving Krishna for our pleasure. In the beginning, this is beginning stage. We have everything, but we don't know how to please Krishna. Therefore, Guru is required. Why Guru is required? For knowledge? Guru is a teacher? Prabhupada used to translate. Before in India, they are translating Guru as teacher. Our spiritual master. Prabhupada always say, spiritual master, this word. Master, spiritual master. Only one thing. You know everything. You can calculate this is good, this is bad, this is right, this is wrong. Okay, you can prove these things. He is right, he is wrong. But you don't have power. You don't have this qualification. That is required from Guru. What is that? How to please Krishna. This is Bhakti Lata seed. This is Shraddha. Guru will give you these things. This is Radharani's properties. Radharani knows only how to please Krishna, and Radharani's mercy and Nityananda Prabhu's mercy. Guru Tattva. Oh, this is different topics. I don't want to. Guru Tattva, this is two topics. Guru have two, how can you say? Aspects. Aspects. You have two energy, Nityananda's and Radharani's. Sri Krishna bhajite. Conclusion you want to know? Without Guru's mercy, also you cannot kick out your anarthas. Therefore you may chant. Practice. You can do it. Where is proof? Prem bhakti jahite avidya vinasa jete. Here is avidya. This is anarthas. Vedega jahar charita. I am not narrating. This is Veda's conclusion. Where is Veda's conclusion? Bhagavatam. Naishammati stavatoru kramangi spursyoti anarthapagamam jadartham Mahiyasam padarajo visekam niskinchanam nibrunita javat niskinchananam. In Prabhupada, I saw once Prabhupada in his lecture, he said, who is Niskinchan? Niskinchan means one don't have any material property. And Prabhupada mentioning, Niskinchan means only his property is Krishna. Krishna is my only property. He don't have any material properties. Unless you surrender at lotus feet of such Vaishnavas, you cannot free from anarthas. Spursyati anartha pagamam jadartham. Prahlad Maharaj said, Father, you are learned, I know. You cannot perform bhajan. He said, why? You are son, I am father. Because you are not yourself surrender at lotus feet of pure devotees. But I am. Therefore I am qualified. Therefore I am qualified. You are not qualified. Even your father. We cannot kick out anarthas. This is Nityananda Shakti. Sri Krishna bhajite nahi chahe mati Vishaya bhogote pravala asakti Vishaya asa nahi chade man Vishayate sadadhai. Vishaya vasana. You understand? You may give up wife, you may give up your business, you may give up your home, heart, everything. But vasana is there. How can you say? Subtle desire. Mercy is required for that. Nityananda Prabhu's mercy. Ar kabe nitai chande karuna hoibe Vishaya vasana mora kabe tuchha habe. Conclusion is there, 7th canto. This is, you can say, oh, this is Narottam Thakur's. Where you can find conclusion? Yeah, Siddhar Swami's commentary, Chakrabarti commentary, 7th canto, beginning. Utischa vasana prakta tat tat karma anusarata. Uti, 7th canto means uti, vasana, desire. If a pure devotee displeased with you, desire become prominent. If a pure devotee pleased with you, then you will develop desire how to please Krishna. You want proof? See, father and son. Chatursanak become displeased with Jai Vijay. Now demon propensity is encouraging. But his son, Prahlad, Garvosto Vihi, Chakrabarti mentioning. You see, Narada Muni shower mercy. We are beggar. We are beggar for mercy. Amita Kangal, Krishna, Krishna Bali, Dhai Taba Pache Pache. This is Guru Tattva. Radharani, I said, we have everything, we don't have one thing. How to please Krishna. And also, we are struggling to one thing, how to kick out all these desires. Unexpectedly, even we don't want, so many subtle gross desire is coming. We are tired already to handle all these things. And how to kick out? Guru. Serving spiritual master. Yes. Serving spiritual master means under direction of spiritual master you have to serve Krishna. Yes. Krishna will not shower mercy directly. I don't want to go to that side. I can prove you. Never. Never Krishna will shower through devotee. Unless you accept a devotee, unless you are devoted to a devotee, Krishna will not shower mercy. So we cannot kick out our anarthas. Therefore we are very, you can say, attached to Guru Parampara. Gurus, because only by his mercy. Jasya prasadat bhagavat prasadu. This is Anvaya and Vyatirika. Anvaya Vyatirika is there. Is there any other way? I am also not a Sanskrit scholar, only by Vaishnava's mercy, but it is revealing to me. I can prove it. Anvaya and Vyatirika is here. Jasya prasadat bhagavat prasadu only by whose mercy you can get mercy. This is Anvaya. Vyatirika. Is there any way to achieve mercy than this procedure? Then, nagati kutupi. There is no other way. Door is closed. Where you are going? Everywhere door is closed. Don't go there. Don't go there. There is only one way here. Just become follower of loyal. Loyalty should be there. Chastity should be there. Therefore, Nityananda Prabhu's mercy. Nityananda Prabhu's mercy, Guru have Nityananda Prabhu's mercy. His first, I can say, Guru's first shower of mercy is Nityananda's mercy. You will free from all these anarthas. You will not develop any attachment for all these things. And second shower of his mercy, you will develop desire to please Krishna. This is Radharani's. This is with Guru. Nikunja yona proof, Nikunja yona ratikeli siddhi, yajali vijuktira prakyaniya. Here. These are parampara systems. So why Krishna comes? We are discussing these things. For that, for prema rasa nirjasa karite aswadan. Krishna wants to release these things. And raga marga bhakti loke karite prachara. You should know how to love Krishna. We don't know. Therefore we are devotees. Okay, you are expert preacher. This is good. We are doing everything. This is good. But all our activity is based on one thing. What is that? When hankering is coming, how to please Krishna, how to please Krishna. I don't want anything than to please Guru and Krishna. All our activities towards their things. That is not with us. And Krishna came for that things. And he just played different leelas. Let all these conditioned souls should attract to all these leelas. Yes. But we don't have attraction. We don't have attraction. How many devotees have attraction towards Krishna Leela? We want to become gopi? Anyone wants to become gopi? Our Gurudev used to say, how many wants Krishna? How many wants Krishna? If I will say, okay, how many wants to go to Golok Vrindavan? You see, okay, you want to go to Golok Vrindavan, just sit here. Give me your password. Okay. This is not easy, not easy, not easy. No. What Rupa Goswami said? Kriyatam jadi labhyate, Krishna rasabhavitamati. Unless Krishna, Nityananda Prabhu will give you heavy cake, you will not disgusted with these material things. Disgusted. Many people are frustrated, you know. Frustration is not devotion. Frustration is not, how can I say, vairagya? How can I say? Vairagya means renunciation. Frustration is not renunciation. There are many frustrated persons are there. Don't think, oh, I am a renounced person now because I am frustrated. No. This is not possible. When you attach to Krishna, that is real detachment. Prabhupada said. What is real detachment? When you attach to Krishna. We are frustrated. Therefore you came to Krishna. Yeah, Prabhupada said, Arte artharte jigyanso jnanischa varatasrava. Sukritis, we are pious persons. But unless we associate with pure devotees, we cannot go to second step. Always association is required. Always association is required. And Krishna, prema rasa nirjasa karita. Krishna wants, let be a lover. Love me. What to do? Guru Krishna arranged so many things here. You see, Prabhupada arranged. Only, we are conditioned souls. Untrained dogs, Prabhupada used to say. Untrained dogs. If 1,000 trained dogs, you can keep in one room, and share food in one place, they will eat. They will not fight. In on-trained dogs, if 1,000 dogs are there, you give 1,000 plates, they will eat not their share, they will fight with each other. And they will not eat, they will just spoil all these foods and passing urine, stool, barking. Untrained dogs. Yes, this is happening. No, we are a dog. Become a loyal dog. There is no need to training. You should be a gentleman. You should talk with him. What? We have time? We have time to teach all these things? This should be natural humanity. We have so many business. We have to serve Guru. We have to serve Krishna. Be serious in Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada says Krishna consciousness is only for serious students. If you have other desires, don't come to Krishna consciousness. Don't spoil such a royal parampara. This is a royal parampara, royal road. Prabhupada, 70-year-old, is struggling so much. His blood. And you cannot spoil. If you don't have power to earn prestige of Guru, what rights you have? You are doing something and Guru will lose his prestige. Therefore Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, my Gurudev never ordered me to put tilak. When he was in Puri, many pandits saying, oh, you are very expert, but why are you not wearing tilak? He said, no, my Guru never ordered. He was thinking so humble, maybe I have some fault. But Sadhu Guru gives concession, liberation, okay. But we must be serious. If you don't have other job, just serve like a manual servant, you can get everything. You see proper disciple. From beginning, the ISKCON is now, they are like pillars of ISKCON. They are educated. King's sons, they give up everything. Working day and night. Now devotee is coming, oh, I have to study. What do you have to study? What do you have to study? You ask your Gurudev, how many hours he studies? You have to serve. You have to serve. You are not coming to Krishna consciousness to become a scholar. You are coming to become a servant. Servant means depend on master. How many times Prabhupada's disciples, you see, they don't have time. Prabhupada said, just go to UK, go to Africa, go to Mayapur. Working. Now 1,000 souls are taking shelter. How many souls you can give shelter? You are a now scholar. You are on balance. Acharya, we have to become very strict to Acharya Parampara. Be a serious devotee. Be a servant. That is required now. Because we have to love Krishna. We have to love Krishna. Krishna came for that purpose. And to love Krishna means Anna Vilasitam Sunyam. More than important, Anukulyena Krishna Anusilanam. Always searching Krishna's pleasure. Where is Krishna's pleasure? Where is Krishna's pleasure? This is Krishna's, this is Krishna's, this is Krishna's. Everything is here, Krishna's. Gurus. Like today I was discussing, maybe yesterday I was discussing, there are like departments are there in service. I said to one devotees, everywhere service. Why department? Because we are not regular. To regulate us, departments are there. Okay, you just work in that department. It does not mean I don't have service, I will sit. No. I can clean. I can sweep. I can do everything. This would be, in Golok Vrindavan, what you will do? You will preach there? I used to say, if you go to Golok Vrindavan, what you will do? Preacher, first, the best preacher will become a best sweeper there. Sakhi will say, okay, please sweep this kunja. There you cannot preach. Only you have to serve. And service should be with love. With love. Loving service. Loving service. Sir, if preaching is a service also, if Guru is giving you order, but you are performing this service on behalf of Guru, to give pleasure to Guru, how to free from all these desires? This is the main object. We have to love Krishna. And Mahaprabhu also came for that purpose. Like Krishna came for that purpose. Mahaprabhu and Sisi, Juga dharma pravartana nam sankirtan Chari bhava bhakti diya nachamu bhuvan. Not 5 melo. In Gaudiya, Santarasa, we are rejecting Santarasa. Our melo start from Dasya and it matured in Prem. With Dasya is common everywhere. In higher melos, very matured. Matured. Dasya. Wife also serving husband. Dasya. Mad servant also serving husband. If you have a mad servant, she is also serving. What is the difference? You cannot say wife as mad servant. She is serving. Love is there. Relationship is there. Affection is there. Service should be with love. Loving service. If you don't love, you are a devotee, you are just doing as a matter of etiquette. Like Prabhupada said, like official. You can achieve some past things. You cannot achieve bhakti. Patram puspam phalam toyam yoma bhaktya prayachati tadang bhaktya prahutam. Why 2 time bhakti? Read Vishwanath Thakur's commentary. Why 2 time bhakti? He using this word. The affection. Shyamananda Prabhu used to, Dukhi Krishna Das went to Jiva Goswami for reading Vaishnava literature. Guru order, you should go to Jiva Goswami and study some Vaishnava literatures. We have to give some Siddhantas. And Jiva Goswami order, let's go. So, clean, neither one. He never asked question. My Guru order, I have to read some Shastra, but you are saying to clean? We are conditional. So many conditions we have. We have demanding nature. A servant, if you become a true servant, all qualifications. We are worried for acquiring qualifications. I want to become humble. I want to become gentle. Humble, gentle. No separate qualification is required to earn all these things. Only you can be a true servant. You see, a true servant, if you have a servant, just, I know, when we are small, we have servants in our house. They are so gentle. If mother will say something, yes, mother, yes. If you keep your position as a servant, you will become naturally humble. You are a servant. What position you have? Naturally humble, naturally gentle. But we are not realizing we are servant. This is the problem. And tomorrow I will discuss these things. How Prabhupada is saying, everyone in this material world have a master mood. They want to be master of master. This is Prabhupada said. He said everything. No one wants to be servant. No one wants to be servant. This is our problem. Therefore Mahaprabhu's teaching start from Dasya. Chari bhava bhakti diya nacha. Juga dharma pravartama nama sankirtan. Just like Krishna came to release love and also to teach the raga marga. Like you should love me. And this is took us. And Mahaprabhu comes, Juga dharma pravartana nama sankirtana. I'll just introduce the Juga dharma nama sankirtana. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. I will introduce this Nam Sankirtan. Charivava Bhakti Diya Nachamu Bhuvan. I will make dance the whole universe with distributing this 4 melo. Someone can say other incarnation is not able to give, other incarnation not able to introduce the Nam Sankirtan. Yes, Mahaprabhu said. Juga dharma pravartana hayangsa haite ama bina anyanare braja prema dite. How can I say partial? Preliminary. Oh, my pronunciation sometimes is not very difficult. Some English words. Angsa. I cannot pronounce. Something. I am not an educated guy. I was just by your blessings, I am just speaking English. I don't know. Angsa, he can preach. But no one give Braja Prema. Amabhiranya nare Braja Prema dite. Without me, no one can give Braja Prema. Therefore, Mahaprabhu came. If someone is not accepting Mahaprabhu, even he is in Vrindavan, in Mayapur, wherever he may be, he can't achieve Braja Prema. Mahaprabhu, this is Mahaprabhu's statement. Amabhiranya nare Braja Prema dite. Without me, no one can give Braja Prema. Yes. This is Mahaprabhu. And Mahaprabhu's conclusion. And we want to become a servant. Actually, this is conclusion. Tomorrow we'll discuss how to become a servant. We now know the Krishna, know the Siddhantas. And you want to know the Mahaprabhu's conclusion? You want to know the Mahaprabhu's conclusion? Glimpse is there in Sanatana Sikhya. When you Brata Bhagavatam, everything is there. Among the demigods, who is great? Indra. Above Indra, who is great? Brahma. Above Brahma, Shiva. Above Shiva, then start Mahadeva. Where this is? Yes. Above Shiva, Prahlad. Above Prahlad, Hanuman. Above Hanuman, Pandavas. Above Pandavas, Jadavas. Above Jadavas, Queens. Above Queens, Pradyumna and Sankarsana. Sankarsana and Pradyumna. Above Sankarsana Pradyumna, Uddhava. Above Uddhava, Gopis. Above Gopis, Radharani. This is, and we want? What do we want? You are not worshipping Tulsi? Ei moro bhilas, bilas kunje diya. You see, we are worshipping. We are worshipping Tulsi morning and evening. We don't know. We want to become mad servant of Radharani. Oh, we are struggling with lust, anger, greed, so many hankering. But you see, our achievement is there. How far we are. Moriya bhilas, bilas kunje diyavas, nayana heriva sada, jugal rupa rasi. Ei nivedana dhara, sakirana gata kara. Here, conclusion is there. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur, toya sakhi madhe apana gani, kinkari kariya rakho apani. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, make me mad servant. Ragamarga is there. It will reveal to you. We are forced to follow Vidhi Marga. What to speak about Ragamarga? We don't have spontaneous love for Krishna. We don't have spontaneous love. We are struggling with lust, anger, greed, name, fame, prestige, adoration, so many anarthas. At least if you chant pure name, then when you chant pure name, free from offense, then reveal. Your Surup will reveal. Yes, you can see Guru. If you go to Bhav stage, then everything will reveal. A revealing process. This is Bhaktivinoda Thakur's. Not that one, okay, you just take mantra, you are now Gopi. Gopis are using mobile? Gopis are using mobile? Gopis are using 4G or 5G? Krishna, he was using mobile. Don't cheat me. We know Siddhantas by Prabhupada's blessing, Gurudev's blessings. We will not accept any sajya things. You are great, okay. We don't have problem. You stay in one way. But you cannot show finger to ISKCON. No. Everything is in ISKCON. We have Siddhantas. Strict to Vidhi Margas. Therefore Prabhupada said regulative. We are very regulated. Come to Mangalarati. Attend Guru Puja. Read Srimad Bhagavatam. Chant 16 round. Serve 6 hours. And it's beginning, like we are discussing. Our aim is to become mad servant. It beginning from Naiskramya. Naiskramya means free from desires. Karmarpanam, it is beginning from Karmarpanam. Ramananda discussion. Jad karosi, jad asnasi, jad jyosi, jad adijad. Jad tapasya shikantya tad kurus madarpanam. We fail to do these things. Then where is progress? Therefore Acharya will tell you. No, you have to do these things for Krishna's pleasure. Krishna's pleasure. You see the Prabhupada quotes. Now they put new quotes in. What Prabhupada said. See? I want Mayapur should be clean like America. Prabhupada said, always neat and clean. How is he saying like that? And always saying, what? Whenever Prabhupada sees something, just take a photograph. I want to build these things in Mayapur, in Vrindavan. You want to trend, best thing for Krishna. Therefore for us, best thing, just follow Acharya systems and chant perfectly. Dedicate this life. Do something for Guru and Krishna, then your heart will cleanse by their mercy. Then you will go to, when you become niskam, I can say, free from desires, then you will go above mood of nature. Nirgunnastara, free from mood of nature. And there is chance, receive mercy. This is the container. This is Vishwanath Chakravarti's commentaries. And therefore, Prabhupada, simply just follow what I am saying. What others are doing, this is not our job. I have to do my job. Arrangement come for you. You develop desire to serve, arrangement will come for you. Okay, thank you. Some question answer. Times. I don't know. Yeah, if question is there.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, thank you for a wonderful class. Maharaj, you spoke about devotional service with subordination with devotees, subordinate with devotees and do devotional service. So we also see in the case of Bharat Maharaj that he did not get appreciation from devotees, from Ayodhya Vasis. So Ayodhya Vasis were not pleased by his service, but Lord Ramchandra was pleased by his service. So sometimes due to some misconceptions or due to some miscommunication, devotees are not pleased with our service. So at that time what we should do?
No, we want appreciation. This is the problem. How many times people will give you appreciation? This is problem. You see, people are criticizing Radha, people are criticizing Sita. Who are you? For new fights, appreciation is required. When you are enough matured, people will show you finger. More you perform nice service, people will show you finger. And this is the quality of a devotee. Why Krishna said in 12th chapter, this verse, who is dear to just tolerate everything. Manapamanayo. Yesterday we were discussing that verse. I just forgot. Krishna said, you have to tolerate everything. So appreciation, we want appreciation. This is the problem. For whom you are doing service, first consider. For Krishna, we want appreciation from Krishna. We cannot please everyone. But we are serious. Sometimes appreciation will come, sometimes appreciation will not come. But we have to continue our job.
But our authorities are not pleased by our service. It's a genuine service and it's a proper service. But due to some miscommunication, authorities are not pleased. So we should continue or we should discontinue?
No, continue. Service, when you give up service means you are a dead body. Our Gurudev used to say. You don't think you are facing that problems. We already faced all these problems. But we know the weapons. We are trained of these weapons. When you are facing some problems, with authorities, with your service, just pray to Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu, I want to serve you. Please arrange. Next day arrangement will come. But appreciation, don't think always we want appreciation. No, we want rectification. I used to give one example in Bhagavad Katha. You know these cricketers, players? Cricket. Those are playing crickets. What is called? They are just beating this ball out of boundaries. What is it called? 6, 4. And people are clapping. It's good. But when this sticks, how can you say? Wickets fall down, then people will clap. Shouting, nonsense, plain nonsensely. If a cricketer will hear both, then he cannot play tomorrow. All public people are just, Prime Minister, how many people are commenting? They are doing their job. Criticism will come. But we don't want appreciation. We want appreciation for Guru and Krishna. And if it is not coming, but we are genuine, still we have unearthed us. We have to tolerate. But one thing always you have to remember, service towards Guru and Krishna will never vanish. Wherever you will go, it is with you. The result is with you.
Thank you, Maharaj, for wonderful
thank
answer.
you.
Maharaj, may I ask second question?
No, other devotees are there.
Okay.
You come.
Thank you.
You come. Yes. Other. Here is one devotees. Okay.
Hare Krishna. Thank you for the class, Maharaj. Maharaj, the question is, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur Pad says that the pure devotional service is completely independent. So, is it dependent on a particular ashram, if it is independent of ashram, then how can like a grahastha perform pure devotional service, and can he become equally purified if he is not in the renounced order?
Yes, no problem. Prabhupada said Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada never said brahmachari consciousness, grihastha consciousness, vanaprastha consciousness, sannyas consciousness. No. Krishna consciousness. Jai bhaja sei bada, avakta inachar. One which, he may be grihastha, he may be brahmachari, whoever he may be. It is difficult to perform devotional service in grihastha ashram. Therefore, Shastra said brahmachari life is happy life. You have enough time. You can perform bhajan. But varnashram, this is varnashram system. Bhakti is above varnashram systems. But be careful. The principles for bhakti is equal for everyone. Guru Seva equal for everyone. All these principles are equal for everyone. If you are grihastha, you are following all the rules and regulations. Griha thako, vane thako, sada hari bole thako. This is, you may stay in griha, you may stay in vana. Most of the Mahaprabhu's devotees, they are grihasthas. So now in Kali Yuga, this is problem to maintain this family. We have no cooperations. Therefore we are thinking, oh, very difficult, very difficult. Difficult for everyone. Brahmacharis, you ask to brahmacharis, is brahmacharis are saying, oh, this is also difficult. Who will take care of me in old days? You see, body, if someone is surrender, in which stage he may be, he have to become a servant of Guru. Then Guru will purify him, whoever he may be. Prabhupada said, most of my grihasthas are like sannyasis. They have only small bags and Prabhupada books. This is their property. Fresh, new married. They don't have any house. They travel from one place to another. We don't have such a discrimination. He is grihastha, he is brahmachari. No. Who is surrendered soul? Krishna will deliver him. Yes. But we have to principle Islam. Grihastha, brahmachari, everything. You cannot say, I am grihastha, I can sleep up to 7. Mangalarati is only for brahmacharis. Bhagavatam class is only for brahmacharis. No. This is not possible. Bhagavad principle is for everyone. Varnashram system is different. We are above varnashram. We are following the varnashram, but our achievement is go above. Free from designations. Okay. Was this brahmachari Prabhu last one? Prabhuji came already. Yes.
Hare Krishna, Mahaprabhu, Maharaj quoting Maharaj. Maharaj, it's not a question, just I want some doubt to be clarified. So at the time of giving initiation by Ishwarapuri to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he gave a word, 10 syllabus word. Because generally what the spiritual master gives, the same will continue through the disciplic succession, no? But subsequently Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given 16 syllable words.
Okay.
So is there any...
I know, I understand your question. Okay, this answer I cannot give now. Still I will give you hints. If he is giving separate names like Gayatri Mantra, we are giving initiation, holy name, and also Gayatri Mantra, second initiation. So there in Chaitanya Bhagavat, he gives this name, 10 syllables name. So we don't have to follow anything, we have to follow the order. Mahaprabhu said, so you should chant the holy name and you should sing the holy name. This is Japya Mantra and Kirtana Mantra, just we have to follow it. What other, okay, Mahaprabhu said also, when he was going to South India, Ram Raghava, Ram Raghava, Ram, why not you were chanting that thing? Why Acharyas are not introducing these things? You understand? what they said, we have to follow. What is that mantra? It does not mean it is Gopal mantra is more powerful than Hare Krishna Mahamantra. This is offense towards Hare Krishna Mahamantra. This is Mahamantra, and this will give you prem. And sometimes we are thinking Gayatri is higher than Harinam. Huh? But what? No. Gayatri will purify you. He will bring you to mood of goodness. This will support you. Holy name. Holy name will give you prem. You can show me anywhere it is mentioned Gayatri will give prem. Bhakti Thakur, you have thread. Holy name will give you prem. No one is greater than holy name. This is there. Which mantra? I know, but we no need to discuss all these things. Whatever that mantra, we only have to follow. After, okay, if Ishwarapuri gives some secret mantras, then when after anywhere you can show me in Shastra, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu expressed this, oh, this is my Guru's mantra. Only Mahamantra. So sometimes secrets are there. Like Gayatri mantra, secret mantras. But we are not preaching about Gayatris, we are preaching about holy name. So according to Melos, like Sannyasi mantras, is it different? We cannot distribute Sannyasi mantra to anyone. No, this is mantra for us. According to our Melo, Guru gives us. This is for us. But for Prem, this Holy Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Okay, last one. Time already. Yes, already. Prabhuji came.
হরে কৃষ্ণ মহারাজ, আপনি গুরু সেবার কথা খুব সুন্দরভাবে ব্যাখ্যা করলেন, কিন্তু আমার মনে সবসময় হয় কি যে আমি গুরু সেবা করছি, আমার পেছনে যদি একটু নাম যশ প্রতিষ্ঠা না করে তখন ভেঙে পড়ি। কিন্তু আমাদের উদ্দেশ্য যে হয় না যে আমি কৃষ্ণের জন্য করছি। তো আপনি কিছু উপদেশ দেন যেন নাম যশ প্রতিষ্ঠা না দিয়ে যেন কৃষ্ণের উদ্দেশ্যে আমরা যেন করতে পারি।
Sometimes we are serving Guru, spiritual master. We have desire to serve spiritual master, but without name, fame, adoration, if someone is not supporting, we fail to do that. But we have desire. This is good. If someone have desire to serve Guru and Krishna, but sometimes these anarthas are coming, only one thing is there, repentation. We have to repent. Krishna, please save me. When we are chanting, you have to save me. I want to serve Guru. If someone have pure desire, then sure success. Success is there. Because you have pure desire means, what are the anarthas, Super Soul will reveal to you. That is hopeful case. You know your disease. This is hopeful case. But if you are not recognize your disease, this is hopeless case. This is hopeful case. This is good. You are thinking, well, I want to serve, but someone is saying something, I lose my, I'm going to say, mood to serve. But you have a desire to serve, means Krishna will arrange. But my request, in any condition, never give up service. Problem will come. Oh, what to speak? Our Gurudev used to say, many problems will come. Many problems, more than material problems, you know. You give up all, you cut up all relations. Now you are Krishna's. Many objections will come. Many criticism will come. Many people will say many things. Everyone will show you finger. Even a karmi will come show you finger. If you tolerate, then you will become great. This is the only things required. Don't give up service. Many problems will come, but any service I have to do. Everything is Guru service. I will not give up my service. It will come. Prabhupada please whole world, but unable to please, you know, to whom? Very difficult. Prabhupada said, oh, I am suffering in West. The father, mother, your father, mothers are creating problem. And when I am going to India, the Brahmins are creating problems. And when I come to Mayapur and Vrindavan, some of my own men are creating problems. But we will not give up service. If you give up service means Maya will capture you. However powerful you may be. Very powerful. Tate Krishna bhaje kare Guru sevan Maya jale chute paye Krishna charan. Only this is the way. When we are serving Guru, only this is the way, free from Maya. Otherwise, Maya is very powerful. Appreciation will come or not, people will criticize me, don't worry. Just continue. Any service. You may change your service when facing problems, but don't give up service. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada Ji Maharaj ki jai. Srila Gurudev ki jai. Gaur Nityanand Prabhu ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Nitai Gaur Pramanande.
His Holiness Haladhar Swami ki. So, thank you very much, Maharaj, for the wonderful class. We all thank to Maharaj by chanting 3 times Hari Bol. Hari Bol! Hari Bol! Hari Bol! Tomorrow also we have, Maharaj will come. So, thank you so much. So many devotees have come. Tomorrow is the last day. So our translations are going on. Bengali, Bangla, 94 তে FM এ আসছে। কিছু কিছু ফোনে FM কাজ করছে না, আমি জানি না ওটা, কিন্তু অনেকে ফোন কাজ করছে। और हिंदी तो उतना लोग नहीं दिखाई दे रहे हैं, अगर किसी को चाहिए तो बोल सकते हैं ट्रांसलेशन करने के लिए। और Chinese translation is going on and Russian translation is also going on. So we have the next session. We are fortunate to have many exalted devotees. We are hearing from them. Now we have His Grace Harilila Prabhu. So we welcome by chanting Haridwani and Uludwani. Hari Bol! Hope all over the world who are online, they are enjoying. So many devotees are calling and they are giving messages. It's very nice. They are enjoying this Sravana Utsav. And this is going on since years. Every year this Sravana Utsav will be there. Unfortunately, all over the world people are not able to come, but we have the facilities online. So now we'll hear from Prabhu. Yesterday's topic continued. What is that? Mahaprabhu meets Sanatana Goswami.
जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा जय गिरिवरधारी जय गिरिवरधारी जय जशोदानंदना जय ब्रज जनरंजना जय यमुनाधिरवनचारी जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद श्रील प्रभुपाद की Hare Krishna. Welcome back to the last session which I would give on this topic. So we may not be able to finish this pastime. So whatever we are able to cover, we will do it. Okay, let's do the Mangalacharan. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakadamahyam Dadati Sapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurun Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sakhagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parjana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन् इति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे नमो विष्णुराय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते जयपता गोस्वामी नामिने नमाचार्य पदाय तैक प्रपदायिने गौरकतामदाय नगर ग्रामतारिणे मूकं करोति वाचालं भंगं लंगायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरं कथाञ्चन स्मृते यस्मिन् दुष्करं सुकरं भवेत् विस्मृते प्रीतं स्यात् श्रीचैतन्यं नमामि तम्. Hare Krishna. So yesterday we were seeing that how the interactions between Mahaprabhu and Sanatana Goswami with respect to Sanatana Goswami's idea to commit suicide, how it was condemned by Mahaprabhu, and later Sanatana Goswami he understood that his body actually belongs to Mahaprabhu, and he gave up this idea of suicide. And of course we saw that this is also an instruction to us that we should not utilize the body. Once we take initiation, we should understand that our body belongs to our spiritual master, and we should not whimsically utilize this body for sense gratification. So we saw this. After that, there was this conversation between Sanatana Goswami and Haridas Thakur, where Haridas Thakur actually glorified Sanatana Goswami, his good fortune, because the Lord accepted him as his own. And then, in the process, Sanatana Goswami also glorified Haridas Thakur, and we came to know three types of devotees. Devotees who are more interested in preaching than in practice, devotees who are more interested in practice than preaching, and then devotees who are very expert in preaching, at the same time very perfect in practice. So these devotees are considered as the highest, and those who are interested in practice and less interested in preaching, they are second class, and those who are interested in preaching and less interested in practice, they are third class. So we saw this classification of devotees, and then there was this mention by the author of Chaitanya Charitamrita that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he wanted to test the determination of Sanatana Goswami. So in that context, we were also discussing that how it is inevitable that we have to face tests in Krishna consciousness, and we are trying to discuss the right mood of facing those tests, how to take these tests as Krishna's mercy, and then try to utilize the difficulties which we face to simply advance in Krishna consciousness. So we are starting from that point today. So Sanatana Goswami had come to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at Jagannath Puri during the month of April, May, and during the month of May, June, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tested him. In that month of May, June, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to the garden of Emeshwara, Lord Shiva, and accepted prasadam there at the request of the devotees. At the noon, when it was time for lunch, the Lord called for Sanatana Goswami, whose happiness increased because of the call. So basically, the Lord sent word that Sanatana Goswami should come and join him during the lunch. And he sent this message during the noon time. And what is the nature of the noon time in May, June in Puri? At the noon, the sand on the beach was as hot as fire, but Sanatana Goswami came by that path. So, he received an invitation from Mahaprabhu, and then there are two ways to reach the garden of Emeshwara. One way is to come by the main street through the Simhadwar. The second way is to actually go by the beach. And going by the beach is not very easy considering the season and the time, because it was peak summer and the sand of the beach was as hot as fire, as mentioned here. But still, Sanatana Goswami chose that route to go by beach. Overwhelmed by the joy at being called by the Lord, Sanatana Goswami did not feel his feet were burning in the hot sand. It's a very important instruction for us. It is not that Sanatana Goswami's feet did not burn. It did burn. It caused blisters. It did not. So the body is a machine, and that machine will go through whatever it has to go through. So the bodily suffering of going through the beach sand was there. It is not that it was not there. But because Sanatana Goswami was overwhelmed by the joy of being called by Mahaprabhu, he did not notice it. So there are 2 points which is to be noted here. First point is that he chose a path which is difficult to travel in spite of knowing the difficulties. That's the first point. The second point is that even though he went through the difficulty, still he did not feel it, because the joy of going to see Mahaprabhu, or the joy of the very thought that Mahaprabhu remembered him and called him, was so great that the bodily inconvenience, which was very severe, it was not felt by him. So both of these things are big instruction for us. I am not saying that we should start walking barefoot and on burning roads. I am not trying to suggest that. I am simply saying that while serving the spiritual master, sometimes the spiritual master may give us certain service which is very difficult to perform. Or when we are serving the preaching institution, sometimes we may know that a service is very difficult to do. It's a very difficult service. We may know it fully well that this service is not easy. It is a difficult service. But if that service is offered to us, but still we should take it up. We should not try to take the easy route in Krishna consciousness. In one purport, Prabhupada says, easy-going life and Krishna consciousness goes ill together. We cannot expect that we will have easy-going life in Krishna consciousness, especially if we want to advance in Krishna consciousness. We should not think everything should be cooked for me. I should come and eat the feast. We should not think like that. We should give up that mentality. We should walk through the fire, figuratively. Here literally, Sanatana Goswami is walking through the fire. But at least we should walk through the fire figuratively, if not literally. Means that we should be ready to practice Krishna consciousness outside our comfort zone. If we want to advance in Krishna consciousness, we should be ready to practice Krishna consciousness outside our comfort zone. If we think that this much I can do and this is most comfortable for me and this is what I am going to do, then Krishna will also let us, okay, stay where you are. There is a very beautiful purport which actually talks about Brahma's austerities. Very beautiful purport. Let me see if I can get that and read it. Very, very wonderful purport. I always take inspiration from that purport whenever I get into difficulty. It's a very nice purport. Basically, Brahma is going to go through Brahma is actually wanting to start creation, and he is unable to do his activity. Therefore, he has to go through some austerity to please the Supreme Lord. Okay. And after going through that austerity to please the Supreme Lord, then Brahma gets empowered to create. And then Brahma is able to go through creation. Okay. So, in that matter, Prabhupada actually explains that why Brahma has to go through austerity. Anyway, the Supreme Lord has created Brahma for the sake of creation only. Anyway, that is his job. Anyway, that job is assigned to him. Anyway, he is the one who is supposed to do the job. So, the Lord can directly give him the knowledge to create. Why to make Brahma go through a lot of austerity? Why to put Brahma into trouble? One may ask. Anyway, someone may think that anyway I have come to Krishna consciousness. Anyway, I want to go back home, back to Godhead. Anyway, I know that Krishna knows that I am very sincere. Why Krishna should trouble me? Does it make any sense? Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is so powerful, He can happily take me back home. No. He can arrange everything in such a way that I can just chant one time Hare Krishna, and then I am in Goloka. Why 16 round Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare? Why Ekadashi fasting? Of course, we are not fasting, we are feasting. But why Ekadashi fasting? Why so much of austerity? Why we have to cooperate with so many devotees? Most difficult thing in Kali Yuga to do. If you have to do some service, you can do on your own. But if you have to cooperate with 10 people and do service, it's so difficult. Why put me through so much difficulty? Anyway, I want to go back home, back to Godhead. Krishna, you are Supreme Personality. Just lift me. Take me to Goloka. Why not do it? Okay. So, you please listen to Prabhupada's purport. It's a very beautiful purport. This is 2.9.24. Okay. Sujami tapase vedam, grashami tapasa punaha, bibhrami tapasa vishwam, viryam me duscharam tapaha. I create this cosmos by such penance. I maintain the same maintain it by the same energy, and I withdraw it by all same energy. Therefore, the potential power is penance only. This is the verse and Prabhupada's purport. Very carefully listen to this purport. In executing penance, one must be determined to return home back to Godhead and must decide to undergo all types of tribulations for that end. What Prabhupada is saying? When we come to Krishna consciousness, we must decide to undergo all sorts of tribulations to go back home, back to Godhead. We should not think every day I will get Rasgulla and Paneer Sabji and I will go back home, back to Godhead. Of course, we will get Rasgulla and Paneer Sabji also. That's a different story. But the point is that we should be ready to undergo all sorts of tribulations. Even for material prosperity, name and fame, one has to undergo severe type of penance. Otherwise, no one can become an important figure in this material world. They say, you have to work very hard. Then only you can become a great man. Sometimes they write, success is 99% perspiration and 1% inspiration. Something like that. So Prabhupada is saying like that. Why then are there severe type of penances for perfection of devotional service? Question Prabhupada is asking. Why there are severe type of penances for perfection of devotional service? Here Prabhupada says, an easy-going life and attainment of perfection in transcendental realization cannot go together. Cannot go together. Very, very clear that we cannot think I will just live a happy-go-lucky life and then I will get Krishna Prema. No, we cannot get. The Lord is more clever than any living entity. Therefore, He wants to see how painstaking the devotee is in devotional service. You see, the Lord wants to see it. He wants to see how much pain we are taking to serve Krishna. How painstaking we are in devotional service. The order is received from the Lord, either directly or through the bona fide spiritual master, and to execute the order, however painstaking, is a severe type of penance. One who follows the principle rigidly is sure to achieve success in attaining the Lord's mercy. Very, very beautiful purport. Whenever we think this is too much, I cannot go on any further, that's it, I am going to call it quits. That time we should remember this purport. And then go and read this purport. Then we will get energy. Okay, good. Easy-going life and Krishna consciousness will not go together. We have to go through some austerity. So, as a disciple, when we become serious, there are disciples, different type of disciples. Disciples who come to Krishna consciousness because they think that they can get some advantage in Krishna consciousness. It's okay, they can come. They can come, there's nothing wrong with that. Krishna himself is saying, Chaturvija bhajante mam jana sukritana arjuna arto jigyasa artharti gyani cha bharatarshava. So he is accepting all of them. He is accepting all type of people. You come to Krishna consciousness because you think, oh, ISKCON is a very rich movement. I go and join ISKCON. I can get some money. I can get some employment there. I can live my life happily. Okay, come, no problem. Or someone comes to ISKCON because, oh, I am having so much problem. I want to get rid of all that problem. I will go there. I will chant Hare Krishna. All my problem will go away. Welcome, please come. No issue. Or someone wants to know, what is this ISKCON people doing? They are sometimes standing on the street and then distributing book. Sometimes they are dancing and singing Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Sometimes giving some big philosophical lecture. What kind of people they are? Someone interested to know. Okay, welcome, come. Someone is thinking, oh, I already understood, I am not this body. I am spirit soul. But after that I don't know what to do. Okay, come. We will teach you what to do. You understood you are not this body, you are spirit soul. We have lot of work for the spirit soul. Don't think that spirit soul will hang in Brahman and do nothing. From morning to evening, from morning 2:30 to night 10:30, we have work for the spirit soul. Spirit soul is very, very busy. Spirit soul is not that sleeping spirit soul. We can keep you very busy as spirit soul. So everybody, Artho Jigyasi, Arthartha Jnani, everybody can come to Krishna. You can come to ISKCON. No problem. But the moment we understand Krishna conscious philosophy, the moment we accept that the purpose of life is to achieve Krishna Prema, love of Godhead, the moment we accept that, then we should be ready to undergo all sorts of tribulation. Because love of Godhead is not cheap. It is not cheap. It cannot be purchased by pious activities which has been accumulated for millions of lifetimes. Janma koti sukrutair na labhyate. It cannot be purchased like that. It cannot be purchased by knowledge. Jnane prayasam udapasya namantayeva jivanti sanmukaritam bhavadiya vartam. So by knowledge we cannot purchase love of Godhead. By piety we cannot purchase love of Godhead. By some yogic perfection we cannot purchase love of Godhead. We cannot purchase love of Godhead by all those things. Raghu ganeta tapasanayati na chejjaya nirvapanat grahatva na chandasa naiva jalagni suryair vina mahat padarajo abhishekam. Very beautifully Jadabharata explains Raghugana. That don't think that you can become devotee because you have expertise in Vedas, or you are perfect grahastha, or you are perfect sannyasi, or you can do some magic yoga. Don't think, or you can chant Vedic mantra very perfectly, exact meter, perfect pronunciation. You can do it. No, you cannot do it. So what is the way? The way is to come into the association of devotees, take some service, and in spite of all difficulty, go through that service. Just like Maharaj was saying, that don't leave service. He was saying, when he was answering, he was saying, don't leave your service. Of course, sometimes it becomes too much intolerable. Okay, you can change your service. But never leave service. And be ready to go through all tribulations in service. Don't think, oh, this person is troubling me, I cannot do service here. That person is troubling me, I don't like service here. Oh, there is no respect for me, I cannot stay here. Oh, it is not so comfortable, I will not be able to do service here. No. We are not doing service so that we can get respect. We are not doing service so that we can be comfortable. We are not doing service that only people cooperate, I can do service. There are some people who are non-cooperative elements, I cannot do service. We cannot be like that. We have to go through difficulty. We should be ready to go through difficulty. Sometimes we see very intelligent devotees, very intelligent, excellent, intelligent, but very low level of tolerance. Very low level of cooperation. In English there is saying, my way or highway. They come like that, my way or highway. I am so intelligent, I know everything. I know the best way of doing service. So either my way or highway. We cannot be like that. We have to walk Krishna's way. And while walking Krishna's way, if we have to go through difficulty, we should happily accept it. Because we have to remember, Prabhupada is saying, easygoing life and attainment of perfection and transcendental realization cannot go together. Prabhupada is saying that. So we should forget, if we want to become perfect in Krishna consciousness, we should forget easygoing life. We should forget easygoing life. Rishabhadev is saying, Tapo divyam putraka yena sattvam. Austerity should be there. But that austerity should be driven by the motive of getting love of Godhead. That is called divyam tapaha. Tapo divyam putraka. We have to go through austerity. So, it's a very important point Sanatana Goswami is teaching us, that we cannot just like that be and we can try to get love of Godhead. Not possible. We cannot do it. We have to go through austerity. But if we are focused in Krishna consciousness, that austerity will give us an experience of satisfaction and happiness. That is the second aspect. That is the second aspect. Austerity in the material world, in the service of Maya, it will promise happiness, it will deliver misery. Please understand this. Maya will eternally promise happiness. Maya will eternally deliver misery. But Maya will tell you, next time I will give you happiness. This time you tolerate misery, next time I will give you happiness. And I will compensate for this misery. I will give you double happiness next time. You just have to tolerate misery and then go a little bit more. And you go a little bit more, then you will get double misery. And then Maya will say, oh, you got double misery? Okay. Don't worry. Now happiness. Next time. So Maya will promise happiness in future and deliver misery in present. There's a nice story about one washerman and one donkey. So the washerman, what he does, in order to make his donkey, he put lot of load on the donkey. So much load that the donkey cannot walk only. It just sits down. So in order to make the donkey walk, the washerman brings a trick. He takes a stick and then he ties a carrot in the end and he ties that stick to the neck of the donkey. And the donkey is seeing the carrot is dangling in front of him. And he is thinking, oh, the carrot is so near. If I get up and take one step, I can eat the carrot. And then he gets up with great difficulty, with all the load, he gets up, he takes one step, he cannot get the carrot. But the carrot is very near. So he takes one more step, he cannot get the carrot. So like that he takes step by step, thinking carrot will come, but the river comes. So washerman removes the carrot, he takes the load, he washes and he puts the donkey. Then when the donkey has to come back, same story. Then when he reaches home, washerman takes the carrot, he makes carrot poriyal and eats. Donkey doesn't get anything. So this is Maya's promise of happiness and delivery of misery. But in Krishna consciousness, when we are focused in the goal that we want to serve Guru and Krishna, we want to serve the Vaishnavas, whatever difficulty we go through, whatever austerity we go through, in the end, it gives us some experience of satisfaction and happiness. Gives us experience of satisfaction and happiness. Just like Sanatana Goswami, even though his feet is burning, but he is experiencing the happiness of thinking that, oh, Mahaprabhu remembered me, he called me. He called me. So he is joyfully going, even though he is going through austerity. So these are two important lessons which we learn from Sanatana Goswami going through the difficult road. Although the soles of his feet were blistered because of heat, he nevertheless went to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There he found that the Lord, having taken his lunch, was resting. Govinda gave Sanatana Goswami the plate with the remnants of Lord Chaitanya's food. After taking the prasadam, Sanatana Goswami approached Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When the Lord inquired, by which path have you come? Sanatana Goswami replied, I have come on the path along the beach. So Mahaprabhu knows that of course he took the path along the beach and then he came. Mahaprabhu knows very well. But still, in order to teach us what it means to be a Vaishnava, in order to teach us how a Vaishnava becomes beautiful, what is the ornament a Vaishnava wears, in order to teach us these very important lessons, Mahaprabhu asked Sanatana Goswami, which path you have come? And Sanatana Goswami replied, I came on the path along the beach. Prabhu ko he tapta valukita kemana aile simmadwara pata sitala kenana aile. So Mahaprabhu is asking, how did you come along the beach where the sand is so hot? Why didn't you come by the path of the front of Simmadwara gate? It is very cool. It is very cool. Why did you take the difficult path? So there is an easy path available, there is a difficult path which is there. So why did you take the difficult path? Why don't you take the easy path? Why didn't you come by Simmadwar? It is nicely shaded. It's very cool to walk. You could have easily walked on that path and you could have come. The hot sand must have blistered your soles. Now you cannot walk. How did you tolerate it? Sanatana Goswami replied, I did not feel much pain, nor did I know that there were blisters because of heat. That's because his consciousness was fixed in going and meeting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that he did not feel that pain. Then what he said is quite important. He said that I have no right to pass by the Simmadwar, for the servants of Jagannath are always coming and going there. He did not feel that he had the right to walk on that path. It is not that Sanatana Goswami was thinking, I could go that way, but let me not go that way. He was not even thinking like that. For him, going through the Simmadwar was not an option. It's not that he had two options and then he chose one option. For him, going through Simmadwar was not an option at all. Why he felt like that? He is explaining. The servants are always coming and going without interval. If I touch them, I shall be ruined. If I touch them, I shall be ruined. Prabhupada writes purport. Herein, it is very clearly indicated that the priests performing deity worship should be careful to keep themselves completely pure, not to be touched by the outsiders. Sanatana Goswami and Haridas Thakur, thinking themselves milechas and yavanas because of their past association with Muslims, did not enter the temple or travel on the path in front of the temple gate. It is customary for the priests of temples in India even not to touch the outsiders or enter the deity room after having been touched. It is very important item in temple worship. Having heard all these details, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was greatly pleased, and then he spoke as follows. So before we go to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's statement, there is something which is very important to be learned from Sanatana Goswami's reply. So let us analyze that reply a little bit and then let us move further. First of all, he said, I have no right to pass by the Simhadwar, for the servants of Jagannath are always coming and going there. It's very important. Very, very important thing. That every devotee should know what is his adhikar and what is not his adhikar. Any devotee who wants to progress in Krishna consciousness, he should be aware of what is his adhikar and what is not his adhikar. He should carefully analyze what is my level, and within that level how I can act. It's very important for every devotee to do that. If we really want to progress in Krishna consciousness, we should be aware of our own level, and within that level what we can do and what we cannot do. We cannot think too much of ourselves. We should not think, oh, I can do whatever I want in Krishna consciousness, or I can behave in whatever way I can behave. Everyone should know their adhikar. And according to one's adhikar, one should behave. It's very important to know. And if we don't know this, and if we do not know what is our eligibility in Krishna consciousness, then we'll end up doing offenses. I'll give an example. Saubhari Muni, he was doing austerity in the lake, in Yamuna river. There was a lake, and under the water he was doing austerity. And in that lake there are many fish, so many different fishes were there. And all those fish was ruled by one big fish, which is the king of all those fishes. And Saubhari Muni is underwater, and all the fish is going here and there, and all this fish is there, and he is living in that lake. And one time Garuda came, and Garuda wanted to catch that king of fish, and Garuda wanted to eat that fish. Garuda is the Lord's servant, and fish is natural food for him. So he wanted to eat the fish. Of course, Garuda is also big, so he wanted to eat big fish. So there is no harm in that. But Saubhari Muni became very angry. He told Garuda, don't eat this fish. I am here. I am great sage. All these fish are living with me. I have become the protector of all these fish. So in my presence, you cannot harm any fish. I will not allow you to do that. So you should not eat this fish. Garuda said, this is my fish, my food. Why do you want to interfere? I'll just eat and go. There's no harm in that. Saubhari Muni said, no, if you eat this fish, I will curse you. Garuda anyway ate that fish, because it is his food. And Saubhari Muni cursed Garuda. If you come here one more time, you will die. You come here one more time, you will die. Without understanding the position of Garuda, without understanding his own adhikar, Saubhari Muni cursed Garuda due to false compassion. And in this way, he committed an offense against a great Vaishnava, who is Garuda, who is the servant of Krishna, personal servant of Krishna. Garuda is personal servant of Krishna, and Krishna has ordained the food for Garuda. So Saubhari Muni had no business to interfere in that. But he did not understand what is his adhikar. He thought he is a big man, and then he unnecessarily went and interfered into Garuda's business of eating the fish. What is the effect of that? There was twofold effect of that. The first effect of that was, due to that offense, Saubhari Muni lost his concentration in his yogic power, in his yogic abhyas, and then he simply got interested in two fishes kissing each other. He broke his tapasya, and then he went to marry the princess, and he married many princes to have sex life, and then he had miserable life. From yogi, he became bhogi. This is the effect of his curse to Garuda. His offense made him from yogi to bhogi. This is one aspect. The second aspect is, just because Garuda was cursed by Saubhari Muni, that if he comes there he will die, Kaliya came to live in that lake. Because Kaliya had enmity with Garuda. And the only place Kaliya could escape from Garuda was this lake, because Garuda was cursed not to come here. So Kaliya came and lived in that lake. The moment Kaliya entered that lake, because of Kaliya's poison, all the fish there died. Every fish died. Not only that, even a bird will fly over that place, it will die. Kaliya was so poisonous. So neither Saubhari Muni did anything good for the fishes, nor did he do anything good for himself. Because simply Saubhari Muni did not recognize what is his adhikar and whom he is dealing with. Simply because of that, he ruined his own life. He ruined the life of all the fishes, which he proclaimed that he is the protector. Therefore, every devotee in acting in Krishna consciousness should properly understand what is their adhikar, what is my eligibility. How can I act properly? How I should not act? If devotees don't understand this, they will end up doing offense, and they will end up ruining their Krishna conscious life. The first lesson which we learn from Sanatana Goswami's reply, that he said, I have no right to walk on the Simhadwar, path of Simhadwar. And then he explained why he had no right. He said that if I go through that, and if I touch the servants of Lord Jagannath, then I will be ruined. This is the second important lesson we should learn. In Krishna consciousness, we are meant to facilitate everybody to serve Krishna. We are not meant to disturb people in their service. We should facilitate everybody's service. If we cannot facilitate, at least we should not disturb. If we go and disturb people in their service, then we will be ruined. We may think, oh, I am disturbing his service, I have thrown this fellow out, I am disturbing that fellow, I have thrown that fellow out. We may think like that. But in the end, who will get ruined? I will get ruined. I will get ruined. So we have to be very careful in doing our services. We should cooperate with everyone. Because by cooperation, the Supreme Lord is pleased. By cooperation, Srila Prabhupada is pleased. When the Supreme Lord appeared in front of the Prechatas, the Supreme Lord told the Prechatas that I am very pleased with you, brothers. And he gave the reason. The reason he gave was the cooperation amongst the Prechatas. He said, because you are cooperating so nicely, I am pleased with all of you. It's a very important lesson. Ultimately, we are practicing Krishna consciousness to please Krishna, not to please ourselves. To please Krishna. And how to please Krishna? We can please Krishna by cooperation. It may be very difficult for us to cooperate. We may feel that why should I cooperate with this person? He is giving me so much trouble. Why should I cooperate? If this person is not there, I can do my service much better. I am so expert in my service. All these people are simply coming and making disturbance in my service. I know what I am doing. There is no better that person than me to do the service. I am the greatest of everybody. These people don't understand my greatness, that they come and disturb me. But still, we should cooperate. Why? Because if we don't cooperate, we will get ruined. If we try to disturb others by not cooperating, not that others will get ruined, we will get ruined. Sanatana Goswami did not say, if these people will touch me, they will get contaminated. You see, what is the fact? The fact is that his body is unclean, so if they touch him, they will get contaminated. He did not say that. He did not say they will get contaminated. Prabhupada explains that in the purport, that the priest is not supposed to touch outsider. But you see, Sanatana Goswami is moved. He did not say they will get contaminated, he said I will get ruined. Yes, of course they will get contaminated. Of course, by touch of Sanatana Goswami, nobody will get contaminated. That will be revealed later. But from outside perspective, we can say yes, they will get contaminated. But if they get contaminated, then their service will get contaminated. If their service is contaminated, and if Sanatana Goswami is thinking, if I am the cause of their service getting disturbed, then I will be ruined. We should have this mentality in doing service. We are very important that we should try to cooperate with the devotees. And this is the most difficult thing to do in Kali Yuga. The most difficult thing to do in Kali Yuga is to cooperate. Everything else is easy. So therefore, cooperation is the austerity. In Kali Yuga, what is the austerity? Cooperation is the austerity. Cooperate and do some service. If we don't do that, then we will be ruined. It is very, very important to understand from Sanatana Goswami's reply to Mahaprabhu. Very beautifully he frames his reply. And it shows the level of his consciousness, how high is his consciousness. So, Mahaprabhu was very pleased. Mahaprabhu was very pleased with Sanatana Goswami's reply. Of course, he knows that why Sanatana Goswami came like that, why Sanatana Goswami went through so much difficulty. Simply to instruct us, Mahaprabhu asked this question to Sanatana Goswami. And by that reply, we can learn very valuable lessons. And now, Mahaprabhu is talking to Sanatana Goswami. He is actually telling Sanatana Goswami the greatness of Sanatana Goswami. Yadyapi to tumi ho jagat pavana twamar sabsa pavitra haya deva muni gana tatapi bhakta swabha maryada rakshana maryada palana haya sadhura bhushana. Very beautifully Mahaprabhu explains, my dear Sanatan, although you are the deliverer of the entire universe, And although even the demigods and great saints are purified by touching you, this is Sanatana Goswami's actual status. That by his touch, that demigods are purified and great saints are purified. And he has the potency to deliver the whole world. This is Sanatana Goswami's actual status. It is the characteristic of a devotee to observe and protect the Vaishnava etiquette. Maintenance of Vaishnava etiquette is the ornament of a devotee. Very profound statement from Mahaprabhu. He actually explains us that how as Vaishnavas we can look beautiful. Everybody wants to look nice. Everyone, man, woman, everybody wants to look nice. Everyone wants to attract. But what attracts Krishna? What pleases Krishna? Who is looking beautiful in Krishna's eyes? It is very important. Very important. We may look beautiful in our own eyes. We may see ourselves in the mirror and then we may appreciate our reflection. Oh, I am looking very nice in this kurta and dhoti. Oh, so nice I am looking. I am looking very great. My tilak is perfect. Everything is good. I look like a great devotee. We may think like that. Or we may think, oh, this dress is good to attract everybody. Everybody will think that I am a great man. Anyway, I will go to Sravana Utsav. I will get a nice mala. That mala will make me look more better. And if I walk with that mala on the street, everyone will think I am a great devotee. We may want to attract others. But the real point is that what attracts Krishna? What attracts Krishna's attention? What attracts Krishna's favor? What attracts the blessing of the Vaishnavas? That's important. That's important. And that is revealed here. That secret is revealed here. That what attracts Krishna, how a Vaishnava looks very beautiful in front of Krishna's eyes, is that when a Vaishnava is ornamented by the Vaishnava etiquette, then he looks beautiful. Then he is very attractive to Krishna. Then he is very attractive to all the Vaishnavas. Therefore, whatever we are, in whatever others estimate, in whatever our estimate, we may have some estimate about what we are. Others may have some estimate about what we are. Irrespective of all that, we should be very careful to maintain Vaishnava etiquette. And if we actually analyze these words, there are few words very important. And one of the most important word is Bhakta Swabhava. Bhakta Swabhava. That if a person is called a devotee, Swabhava means that nature which cannot be separated from him, is called Swabhava. You cannot separate that nature from him. You cannot think about him without thinking about that. For example, you cannot think about fire without thinking about heat and light, because the swabhava of fire is to burn and it is to give some light. You cannot think, you cannot say fire and you cannot think there will be no heat, there will be no light. Of course, there is a fire like that which has no heat. It is in one of the dvipas, is explained in Bhagavatam. There is a fire which is burning, which actually is very cold. It gives very cool rays instead of giving heat. Is there? Anyway, Krishna's creation has so many different things. But in our experience, when we talk about fire, We cannot think about fire without thinking about heat and light, because heat and light is the very swabhava, very nature of fire. So same way, when we think about devotee, we cannot think about devotee without thinking about the Vaishnava etiquette. Because following Vaishnava etiquette is the very nature of the devotee. And when a devotee is expert in following the etiquette, he is naturally loved by everyone. Naturally he is loved by everyone. Naturally he looks very attractive. Therefore, we should train ourselves in etiquette. In small things, in big things, in dealing with devotees, we should properly train ourselves in the etiquette. Of course, there are many courses which actually is giving training in Vaishnava etiquette, and we should learn Vaishnava etiquette properly. Because there are two advantages of Vaishnava etiquette. One advantage of Vaishnava etiquette is that we can have proper behavior which pleases devotees. That's one advantage. The other advantage of Vaishnava etiquette is that we will not commit any offenses. If we strictly follow Vaishnava etiquette, we will not commit any offenses. We will not offend any devotee. And that's very important, because we know that Vaishnava aparad is like a mad elephant. And if we offend devotees, we can forget progressing in Krishna consciousness. You just forget it. We are not going to have some great progress in Krishna consciousness. Rather, we are going to regress in Krishna consciousness. So therefore, practicing Vaishnava etiquette naturally protects us from doing Vaishnava aparad. That's the biggest advantage of learning and practicing Vaishnava etiquette. Many things, small things, big things, many things are there. It's etiquette is a very subtle thing. How we talk to people, how we behave with people, what we do, so many things. I still remember that we invited, once there was group of devotees who came from Chaupati, and they invited all the management devotees for lunch. So we went there for lunch. And then we invited them back. Those devotee leaders, we invited them back for lunch. Some Dadati Pradikrinath. So we invited back them for lunch. And they came for lunch. And when they came for lunch, then we were serving lunch prasadam. So I also took one bucket and I went to serve lunch prasadam. So His Holiness Haladhar Swami Maharaj was sitting in one table, and in that table His Grace Nareshwar Prabhu was also sitting, and both of them were honoring prasadam together. So I went to them and I was about to serve I had some sabji in my bucket, and I was supposed to serve the sabji. So I went to them and then I took the sabji, and then I asked Radhanath Maharaj, can I serve you this? He didn't say anything. Then he just looked at me. Then after I gave it to him, and then I asked Nareshwar Prabhu, can I serve you this? Then he said, you don't know how to serve. You first put the bucket and go and stand that side. So I understood that I did some mistake. So immediately I came out. I stopped serving. I didn't serve further. I came out. And then I put the bucket on one side. Then I asked, that time Subhekshana Prabhu was there. So I asked him, so this is what happened. So then Nareshwar Prabhu told me, I don't know how to serve, and he asked me to put the bucket by the side and go and stand. So I asked him, what mistake did I do? So then he explained to me the etiquette of serving. He said a person who is serving, he is a non-entity. He should not intrude and make his presence felt to those who are eating. They are honoring prasadam. You should not go and intrude. You should not make your presence felt. So then I asked him, how do I make sure that I don't serve too much? I don't serve too much. Unless I ask them, how will I know whether they want or not? He said, don't worry about all those things. Just go and try to serve. And when you are going to put the dish, whatever you want to put, you try to put it little slowly. If they want it, they will allow you to put. If they don't want it, they will stop you from putting it in their plate. That's how you should come to know whether they want it or whether they don't want it. You should not go and ask people, do you need more? Can I serve you a little bit more? He said, this is indecent way of serving. You simply go and you try to give. If they want, they will take. If they don't want, they will not take. That's it. Simple. So, it was new lesson for me. So, I took the bucket again. And then I went. And then I tried serving like that. It perfectly worked. I was so happy. I was so happy that I learned some etiquette of how to serve. So, this is the point, that how to please devotees. In everything there is some etiquette is there. In speaking, in dealing with devotees, in serving prasadam, everything there is some culture, there is some etiquette. And of course, most important thing is serving prasadam. We should know how to serve very clearly. What to serve first, what to serve next, what sequence everything should be served. We should not take some bucket out of sequence and try to serve. Especially Bengali preparation. Because in South India the system is different. They will serve everything on the plate. But in Bengal the system is different. There is a whole system of how to serve. What should come first, what should come next, what should come next, what should come next, what should come next. Because the whole taste of the prasadam is planned in such a way that the taste buds don't get disturbed. It smoothly flows from one taste to another taste. So every dish, every preparation, why it is in a particular place, it has a reason for it. So then we should know how to serve it in the same sequence. It's all very important to know. And when we are able to learn that with humility, and when we actually try to practice the etiquette, then devotees get pleased. Devotees get pleased. And when devotees get pleased, then we get blessing. We get blessing. So when we get devotees' blessing, that's how we progress in Krishna consciousness. Therefore, following of Vaishnava etiquette is very, very important. We should not think that Krishna consciousness means that I have to hear, chant, do the 9 type of bhakti and I can become great devotee. Of course, we should do Navavida bhakti. That is the way to do devotional service. But that Navavida bhakti should be done in the company of devotees following proper etiquette. Because bhakti comes from bhaktas. It is not coming from anywhere. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is singing, Shuddha Bhakta Charanarenu Bhajane Anukula. Bhakta Seva Paramasiddhi Prema Latikara Mula. So we cannot purchase bhakti from anywhere else. We have to get bhakti from devotees. And how to get that bhakti from devotees? By pleasing them we can get bhakti. And how to please the devotees? By following etiquette we can please the devotees. Therefore, Vaishnava etiquette is the foundation for progressing in devotional service. Anyone who is interested in progressing in devotional service, they should know how to follow Vaishnava etiquette. That's the reason why here Mahaprabhu is telling that, my dear Sanatana, although you are deliverer of entire universe, and although even the demigods and great saints are purified by touching you, it is characteristic of a devotee to observe and protect Vaishnava etiquette. It is a swabhava, bhakta swabhava. So devotee means Vaishnava etiquette. Vaishnava etiquette means devotee. We cannot separate devotee from Vaishnava etiquette. Bhakta swabhava. So Mahaprabhu was very pleased that he was able to so then Mahaprabhu is explaining what happens when one does not follow Vaishnava etiquette. Mariyada langane loka kare upahasa iha loka para loka duihaya nasa. That what is this? If one transgresses the laws of etiquette, people make fun of him, and thus he is vanquished in both in this world and next. Very dangerous. Very dangerous. We think, what is this etiquette? What is this etiquette? Why we should follow this etiquette? I am chanting. I am following four regulative principle. I know Bhagavad Gita, I know Bhagavatam, I can give big lecture. What is nonsense etiquette? You people are saying etiquette, etiquette, etiquette. But Mahaprabhu is saying that if you don't know how to follow etiquette, then neither in the material world nor in the spiritual world. Both places we don't have place. We don't have place in the material world, we don't have place in the spiritual world. We simply become an object of fun of devotees. Hey, how come this guy is claiming himself to Vaishnava? He doesn't know how to follow etiquette. He is calling himself Vaishnava. From where this fellow appeared? In the society of devotees. People will make fun of us. And we will have place neither in the society of devotees here nor in the society of devotees there, because by not following proper etiquette we will simply commit offenses and we will be the cause of dissatisfaction of devotees. And when devotees are dissatisfied, naturally Krishna is dissatisfied. And when Krishna is dissatisfied, forget it. You may give nice class, you may know so many things, you may know Bhagavad Gita, you may know Bhagavatam, but no use, no use. By observing the etiquette, you have satisfied my mind. Who else but you could show this example? Who else but you could show this example? So, by observing the etiquette, we can satisfy Krishna's mind. Here, Mahaprabhu is actually revealing the secret that how we can satisfy him. Mahaprabhu is Srimati Radharani and Krishna together. So, how to satisfy Radha and Krishna is here. By observing etiquette, you are satisfied by mind. So, simply by observing proper Vaishnava etiquette, we can satisfy Shri Radha and Krishna. And then, what immediately Mahaprabhu did, he himself showed what is the proper etiquette. He himself showed. After saying this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced Sanatana Goswami. The moisture oozing from the itching source of Sanatana's body smeared the body of the Lord. Immediately he actually went and embraced Sanatana Goswami. And what is the condition of Sanatana Goswami's body? His whole body was full of sores and there was full of itches and there was moisture oozing from his body. And that moisture, it went on and it touched the Lord's body. So, by this act of embracing Sanatana Goswami, even though his body was considered externally impure, Mahaprabhu taught us the right etiquette of how to view the body of a Uttamadhikari Vaishnava. Srila Rupa Goswami says that a body of a Uttamadhikari Vaishnava is completely spiritual. It should not be viewed from the lens of material defects. Although there may be externally some defects in the body of a Uttamadhikari Vaishnava, still that body should be considered as completely spiritual and exalted. This is the proper etiquette of dealing with the Uttamadhikari Vaishnava and his body. Mahaprabhu himself showed that etiquette. One side, he was very pleased when Sanatana Goswami told that my body is impure, if the servants of Jagannath touch my body, then I will become ruined. One side he was very pleased. Other side, he himself went and embraced Sanatana Goswami and he showed that how to treat the body of a Uttamadhikari Vaishnava. That the body of Uttamadhikari Vaishnava is beyond all the defects which are observed in the material world. It should not be treated as a material body. It has been completely spiritualized. So the defects of a body of Uttamadhikari Vaishnava should not be considered while dealing with him. That's the proper etiquette. Mahaprabhu himself showed the etiquette. One side Mahaprabhu is saying that you should follow etiquette. Other side Mahaprabhu is showing how to follow that etiquette. Therefore, Chaitanya Charitamrita is very, very important for us. The dealings of Mahaprabhu with his associates has so many lessons for us. Many, many lessons for us. This pastime is still continuing and there are many more lessons there, but we don't have time. We have to stop. So I will stop here and hopefully next year we'll just continue and we'll try to see if we can at some point finish this. So there are some important lessons in the last 2 days which we have seen in the dealings of Sanatana Goswami with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So humble request to all of you is to kindly go through this section. It's a very important section. Those who want to understand what is the duty of a disciple and how a disciple should seriously try to progress in Krishna consciousness, they will be immensely benefited by going through this section and meditating on the various lessons which we can learn from this section. Okay, now we'll open for some comments, questions. In exactly 8 minutes, I will free everybody. We can go for prasad. Okay. Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare
Thank you for the wonderful class, Prabhu. I had one small question because they say when you see from the eyes of an experienced devotee, it helps you. So you've been in this movement for very long. So I wanted to ask you, what in your opinion would be the single most essential and the single most dangerous thing to advance or to be ruined in our devotional service?
Okay, so I think that's what we saw in this section. The single most essential thing is to follow Vaishnava etiquette. The single most dangerous thing is to actually give up Vaishnava etiquette in behaving with devotees. I think this is the single most dangerous thing because it would cause offenses, it would cause dissatisfaction with devotees, and when devotees are dissatisfied and when we offend devotees, then there is no hope that we can progress in Krishna consciousness. So that's why in this section it is so much importance is given. It is said that observance of Vaishnava etiquette is the ornament of the Vaishnava. There are so many lessons to be learnt in this pastime. we have been trying to explore all these lessons to the extent of my realization for the past 2 years, including last year and this year. The crown jewel of all those lessons is what we actually described today. In this entire pastime, the crown jewel of, if we actually say that there are literally there are hundreds of lessons in this pastime. Amongst the hundreds of lessons, if you say what is the crown jewel of all those things, that is this, what we discussed today. That the swabhava of a Vaishnava is to follow Vaishnava etiquette, and by following Vaishnava etiquette, the devotee gets ornamented and he looks very beautiful. And when he gives up that, then neither in this world nor in that world he can find peace. That's it. That's what I would say.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I just wanted to understand that Garudaji, as you told this past time, like you said that, Mr. Say, we hear many times that this pastime about Kaliya. So he eat fish. So how he, like he's a, you understand what I want to say?
So he is eating fish, why can I not eat fish?
No, I cannot, but how he eats? I definitely cannot eat.
Because that is the food ordained for him. Jivo jivasya jivanam. That's the food ordained for him. So he can do it. Ultimately, we have to see what is the food ordained for us. The food ordained for us in this human body is that we have to eat vegetarian food, patram pushpam phalam toyam, and we should offer it to Krishna and eat. So every body has its nature, and according to that nature, the food is ordained. So that is one part. The second part is that we should not try to bring, we should not try to make a new bhakta out of Garudaji. Okay, we should not think I am new bhakta, Bhakta Krishna Das. So Garudaji also new bhakta, Bhakta Krishna Das. So I am standing in line, I am going tick, 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 tick. So Garudaji also should stand in line and he should go tick, 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 tick. We should not think like that. That's why I said that everyone should understand their level, their adhikar, their level. Okay, that's the whole point. So it is said that every person according to his level can behave in a certain way. Okay, and we see that in the material world also. Like for example, a police can, Prabhupada gives the example that a police can, he can break the red signal. If a police breaks the red signal, then that is not offense. If we break the red signal, then that is offense. So we cannot say, oh, the police fellow is breaking, you are not catching him, why are you catching me? We cannot say like that, right? So same way, we should also see that who is behaving in what way, and whether we should follow him or whether we should imitate him. Then we may say, like there's a pastime of Agastya Muni and two asuras. There was two asuras named Ilavala and Vatapi. So what is their pastime is that they have mystic power. So Ilavala will convert Vatapi into a goat, and then he will cut him and he will cook him, and he will mix him with prasadam and feed some saintly people. So they will eat, and after they eat, when Vatapi reaches their stomach, then Ilavala will call him, Vatapi, come out. Vatapi will reassemble himself in the stomach of the saintly person. He will tear out the stomach of the saintly person and he will come out. Then they both will sit and eat the saintly person. This is how they were doing. And one time Agastya Muni came, and then they tried the same trick on him. Agastya Muni is great personality. So he ate Vatapi, knowing fully well Vatapi is there. He ate Vatapi. And then Ilavala is telling, Vatapi come out, Vatapi come out, Vatapi come out. Agastya Muni told, Vatapi is digested, he will come out tomorrow morning. So if you are Agastya, you can eat Vatapi. If you are not Agastya, you better be careful what you are eating.
Hare Krishna.
Okay. Let us stop here. Today is Ekadashi. It is not good to hold people for prasadam. So let's stop here. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram. I hope some transformation takes in our heart. So we thank to Prabhu by chanting 3 times Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. As Prabhu said that we will try to read, not try to read, we will read that chapter. At least we will understand 25% or 10% also it will be useful in our life. So our Sravana Utsav, 3rd day, first half has finished, reached, and second half, 5 o'clock we expect all the devotees. Please come on time, and Hari Shauri Prabhu will give class on Srila Prabhupada in Mayapur. Hare Krishna.